Hey everyone, welcome back. Today's story is not just about a boy and a dog. It's about courage, compassion, and the power of a small act of kindness that can change a life forever. So stay with me till the end. You won't regret it. The Boy and the Broken Dog. A story of courage, loyalty, and hope. In a small, quiet village surrounded by green fields and dusty roads, there lived a boy named Arjun. He was only 10 years old, but life had already taught him lessons many adults never fully understood. Arjun was not like other children. While they laughed, played, and chased dreams freely, Arjun carried a silent weight. His father had passed away when he was very young, and his mother worked day and night to keep food on the table. There was no room for toys, no space for complaints, only survival. Yet despite everything, Arjun had something rare, a heart full of kindness, a chance encounter. One evening as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky orange and gold, Arjun was walking home from school. His worn-out slippers scraped against the dusty road, and his school bag hung loosely from his shoulder. Suddenly he heard a faint whimper. He stopped. At first he thought it was just the wind, but then it came again, a soft, painful cry. Curious and concerned, Arjun followed the sound. Behind a pile of broken bricks, he found a small dog. The puppy was dirty, trembling, and clearly injured. One of its legs was hurt, and its eyes were filled with fear. Anyone else might have walked away, but not Arjun. He slowly approached the dog, speaking softly, "Don't be scared. I'm here." The dog tried to move but couldn't. It whimpered again. At that moment something changed inside Arjun. He saw himself in that helpless creature, alone, struggling, and forgotten by the world. A bond begins. Without thinking twice, Arjun gently picked up the dog and took it home. His mother was surprised. "Arjun, we can barely take care of ourselves." "How will we take care of a dog?" Arjun looked at her with determined eyes. "Ma, he needs us." His mother sighed. She knew her son's heart. It was impossible to say no. "All right," she said softly, "but you must take responsibility." Arjun nodded with a smile that hadn't appeared on his face in a long time. Healing together, Arjun named the dog Sheru. Every day after school, he would clean Sheru's wound, feed him whatever little food they had, and sit beside him, talking as if Sheru understood every word. Days turned into weeks. Slowly, Sheru began to recover. He started walking again, then running, then wagging his tail with pure joy every time Arjun returned home. But something even more powerful was happening. Arjun was healing too. For the first time since his father's death, he didn't feel alone anymore. A lesson in loyalty. Sheru grew stronger and more protective. He followed Arjun everywhere, to school, to the fields, even to the market. People began to notice the boy and his dog. Such a strong bond. But not everyone was kind. Some villagers laughed. "Why waste food on a stray dog?" they mocked. Arjun ignored them, because Sheru was not just a dog, he was family. The day everything changed. One stormy night, the wind howled, and rain poured like never before. Arjun and his mother were asleep, when suddenly Sheru started barking loudly. At first, Arjun was annoyed. "Sheru, stop it," he mumbled. But Sheru didn't stop. He barked louder, more urgently. Then he began pulling at Arjun's shirt. Something was wrong. Arjun got up. That's when he noticed it. Water was entering their house. The nearby river had overflowed, and floodwater was rising rapidly. "Ma, wake up," Arjun shouted. Within minutes, the water reached their knees. Panic spread. They had no time. Sheru kept barking, guiding them toward higher ground. Arjun held his mother's hand tightly, and together they followed Sheru through the dark, flooded streets. The rain blinded them, the wind pushed them back, but Sheru didn't stop. Finally they reached a safe hill where other villagers had gathered. They were safe. The truth revealed. The next morning the village was in ruins. Houses were damaged, belongings lost, but many lives were saved because of Sheru. People began to realize the truth. The same dog they once ignored had saved lives. The same boy they once laughed at had shown compassion that changed everything. An old man from the village approached Arjun. You saw value where we saw nothing, he said. You gave love when others turned away. Arjun smiled softly. I just did what felt right. A new beginning. From that day on, everything changed. The villagers respected Arjun. They treated Sheru like a hero. Some even started taking care of stray animals, inspired by Arjun's kindness. Arjun's life didn't become rich overnight. He still faced struggles, but now he had something far more powerful than money. Respect, love, purpose, and beside him always was Sheru, his loyal companion, his silent strength. The real lesson. Years later, when people asked Arjun about his success and strength, he would always say the same thing. I didn't save Sheru. Sheru saved me. Because sometimes the smallest acts of kindness create the biggest changes. Sometimes helping others is the only way to heal ourselves. And sometimes the ones we rescue end up rescuing us. Moral of the story: kindness is never wasted. True strength lies in compassion. Loyalty and love can change lives. Even the smallest heart can make the biggest difference. Thank you so much for watching this story. I hope it touched your heart and reminded you that even the smallest act of kindness can change a life. Just like the boy and his dog, sometimes love and loyalty are all we need to survive. Take care and never stop being kind.